Hey there everybody, welcome to Chat in a Hat, where this week it is How To Week, and in the vein of How To Week, I am going to be teaching you how to finish an assessment task at the very last minute. The first thing that you're going to want to do is resign yourself to the fact that you are not going to be getting any sleep at all whatsoever until this assessment task is done. The second thing that you're going to want to do is resign yourself to the fact that you are not going to have any contact with humanity until this assessment task is done. Now, many people end up in a situation where they have an assessment task due at the last minute because they procrastinated, and one of the biggest causes of procrastination is looking at a single assessment task as just that, a single assessment task. But I'm here to tell you that there is a better way, and that way is to see your assessment task as a series of much smaller, much more easily accomplished tasks. Take for example a 1500 word essay. If you're looking at as 1500 words that you have to write before the next day at 5 p.m, then you're looking at it the wrong way, because you don't have to write a 1500 word essay. You have to write a 150 word introduction, a 150 word conclusion, and then on top of that, 3 400 word arguments. Those 3 400 word arguments are usually each taken up by about 60 words for a topic sentence and then a concluding sentence, and then at least another 60 to 80 words of referencing, which really means that you're only writing around about 250 words of actual argumentation for each argument, and that's only around 750 words when you add it up, less than half the amount of the total essay. So without going any deeper into that example, suffice it to say that every single big assessment task that you have to do can be broken down into a series of much smaller tasks that can usually be completed each in about half an hour's time. Now, once you have your nice list of very small things to do, you have to sit down and actually get the work done, usually in 30 to 40 minute increments, and that's probably the suckiest piece of advice that there is. You see, if you've come here for life pro hacks or anything like that, then you are in the wrong place. This is a how-to, and realistically, when it comes to assessment work, whether it's due 2 weeks from now or 2 hours from now, the only way that that work is going to get done is if you sit in the chair and get the work done. But there are some things that I can share with you that may make it easier for you to focus on your assessment task, thus making it go by a little bit faster and making it seem a little bit easier, even though you're really doing the same amount of work. The first thing that you can do is to help yourself out by having everything that you need to get this assessment task done out and on your workspace before you work. Another thing that you can do is to keep yourself focused by taking breaks, and yes, that does sound counterintuitive, but trust me, getting up for a quick stretch or a quick walk to get a drink every half an hour or so is going to make it easier to focus when you sit back down and get straight back to work. And one last thing, and arguably for me the most important thing, is to psych yourself up, because trust me when I say that right now you can do this work. You have the capacity to do amazing things with yourself, and if one of those amazing things is this assessment task, then so be it. Whether you have 2 weeks or 2 hours to complete this work, you can do it. I believe in you, you should believe in you, and trust me, thinking that you can do something is the first step towards doing it. So anyway, that's my how-to and bits of advice on how to get assessment tasks done at the very last minute, although I will tack on at the end, make sure you go over the submission guidelines, because nothing sucks more than losing all of your marks because you submitted your assessment in the wrong format. If that helped you out or you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, leave in comments any questions you might have for me that I can answer, or any bits of feedback that you have on this video. I'm going to treat this like an assessment task. Mark my work. How did I do? And if you haven't already, subscribe to Chat in a Hat, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter so that you can stay up to date with every single video from every one of our lovely contributors when they are made available. Also, we're having a Google Hangout event in less than a couple of weeks, so I would check the description of this video for some details that you can add to your calendar so you don't miss a thing. Anyway, that's it from your Mr. Wednesday. Stay tuned tomorrow for another video from another collaborator, but until then, goodbye everybody.